right, ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, welcome to week 2 of the SLS. I gotta say, after the first week, my hopes are high.
Yeah, I mean, a very riveting final game there from last week. I mean, a total opposite of what we were seeing from Macro Gaming. For the first time, we've seen they were behind and they fell.
Whew. That they did. All right. First matchup we got going here. We got Gentlemen's Club versus Valkyrie. We got a couple roster swaps coming in here, and Gentlemen's Club still looking for the first win. Valkyrie at 1-1. What are you looking to see out of this matchup?
You know, it's one of those things where you struggle a little bit in the game. You bring in the subs. You try to see what's going to work. And I think that's the play they're going with here. And I'm kind of excited to see how that ends up, what play style they end up changing.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. All right. Going to be getting into the game real quick, guys. We're going to just riff a little bit here. Try to get things set up. We got a couple little pre-game difficulties going on, but we're gonna see a new jungler and AD carry from Gentlemen's Club. What are we looking to see out of those guys?
I'm hoping to see some aggressive gameplay. I mean, it's going to be nice to see that, where we start seeing a ton of kills go down in the bot lane. You always love to see it, right? I mean, the bot lane's you got 2 people down there, so hopefully there's some more rooms to kill. Hopefully we get just a fun ton of kills game, because that was really fun to just see play after play after play, death, and I love that.
All right, so we got a highlight, though, on the side of Valkyrie. Hybrid carries Volibear. I don't think we're going to see that thing again. That thing tore the Rift up.
Yeah, that's an auto ban. I mean, you're just not going to get it. Sure, it was one game, but, you know, they're afraid of the lightning can strike twice at this point, and that's going to be a ban away on there almost indefinitely. I mean, I can't imagine you let that one slip through, or you try to pick it. It's going to be one of those things that we end up seeing here.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right. Getting into the game, finally. We got Gentlemen's Club on the blue side, Ashen Valkyrie on the red side for the first game of Thursday. And let's see what we end up coming across.
Yeah, I mean, high hopes here. Like I was saying, I want to see an aggressive match, and I hope we see it. It's all going to kind of pan out with the bans. We're kind of going to know where they're going to lean towards. And just an Olaf ban. Right off
Olaf
the bat.
ban, yeah. Solid first ban. Really strong champion in any phase of the game
Oh
right now.
my god. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful, right? He ults in. He goes in there, sure, he's tanking like 5 people. He's down to 1/4 of his HP, and you see the Gore Drinker come back. And all of a sudden, he gets 800 health out of nowhere, and then he's just a machine with all his cooldowns back up, and just absolutely takes everyone to the house. It's beautiful. Beautiful to see.
Oh my god. The way that man tears up the Rift is something that we're not going to see this game.
No.
It's something that we don't even want to see at this point.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
All right, just to highlight some of the roster changes here. In the jungle on Gentlemen's Club starting Coma. In the AD carry role, we've got Perfite. And on the side of Ashen Valkyrie, a sub in the mid lane, Fusions, is going to be taking it and doing a fantastic job. Coming in, we see the Urgot ban. Haven't seen much attention to the Urgot yet. I don't know if there's a bit of a scouting going on here or what.
Maybe. I mean, he's so good. I mean, he's one of my go-to champions in the top lane, just because the guy is so powerful, and he's one of those champions where you can build health. He can't die. He has so much HP, and he does so much damage. Plus, his ult is so great for getting a pick somewhere and just either flashing in for an ult, fear, and everything.
Ooh, and there it is, the Volibear ban. We knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming, and I actually like this Draven ban on Valkyrie, shutting down the aggressive gameplay right off the bat.
I know. It goes to show you everyone is doing their homework, checking their OPGGs, and getting the bans in right. And an Anivia final ban, pretty solid. We've seen that at Gentlemen's Club already out of the bot lane, and we're not going to be seeing it this game. And kind of a surprising ban, honestly, with the ineffectiveness it had.
Right. I mean, it's ineffective one game, but do they get it right the second game?
Exactly,
and I think
they don't want to see it.
Nope, they just take it straight away from them. And then Orianna, beautiful pick, comfortable pick, safe pick, aggressive. You can really, this champion does it all. It's such a great team fighting champion, control, everything. I love it.
Bit early to be picking the mid, don't you think? I mean, Orianna is a fairly safe pick, but I
It
don't
is.
know if we're spending the first pick on that.
He's comfortable with it.
True.
He's comfortable with it. He says, "Listen, just take it from me, or take it for me, because I know I can do
Ooh.
good on this champion."
And an early victor going to come in on the side of Valkyrie to go with that Pantheon. Lot of setup for that Pantheon if he is in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think you pick a different role here. You don't need to pick a mid. You already know who's going mid. Just hold it until the last pick or something like that, so you can get your other things out of the way earlier.
I could subscribe to that, but if you're going to bleed your mid, you may as well, before any other mids get banned out, try to get it in.
That's true.
Ooh, the Seraphine pick. This is the first Seraphine we're seeing today.
I know.
I could almost wait to see Seraphine. That champion is something else.
Oh, it's incredible. She is absolutely incredible. I mean, that's got surprisingly a great amount of CC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got a pretty much better Sona ultimate.
In my mind, this is just a Sona reskin that actually does something.
I know.
It's unreal.
I know.
Ooh, and then the Zac pick next. All right. Really, really strong jungler, all phases, gets nice and tanky. Great early ganks, maxing that E.
Yep. It's once again another great combo. Before we had the J4 Orianna we kept waiting for. Now this time it's going to be a Zac Orianna. I mean, that is one of just the staples of League of Legends. You just ball him on Zac, he goes in. Next thing you know, you just want a team fight.
Beautiful stuff. All right, and we're going to see the Senna coming in as the last pick on Valkyrie.
Most likely an 80 carry. I really don't see anyone picking support Senna unless you get solo queue and you got filled. You're like, dude, I don't really care. I'm just going to pick this champion to do some damage.
But they do have that flexibility, and if they see a good opening for that Senna, we are going to see if they can flex that around. Looks like going for the Lucian ban here.
Yeah, just going to be some targeted 80 carry bans. I mean, that's what's left on the map for them. Might as well get them all out of the way because it's really going to be what we're seeing.
A lot of CC coming out of Ashen Valkyrie so far. Just 3 picks, but a lot of especially single target lockdown. They got the Victor W, got the AoE on that, got the Senna, her snare, got the Pantheon stun. Somebody's getting caught out. They're not going to be long for this world.
Oh, seriously. I mean, it just takes, that one catch out, and Victor can control all delete any carry that plays this game. I feel like the only one that can even survive anything like that is a Diana because she just has such incredible health and damage. I don't understand it.
2 strong 80 carry bands coming out of the side of Valkyrie. Lucian and the Kaisa both off the table, and another second round Malphite Shen ban. People are not trying to let those easy top laners get through. Instant map pressure with the Shen, instant team fight pressure with the Malphite. Nobody wants to see any of that.
No, you really don't. You really don't. But I'm curious as to what these next picks are because I feel like it's already decided on Gentleman's Club side, right? They're gonna feed everything they can into the Orianna, and that's the comp they're going to roll with here. Valkyrie is just saying, listen, we're picking early game, we're picking a lot of damage, we're going to stop them before it gets to that point, from what I can see here.
So far, I would have to agree. Ooh, and the Xayah pick up here. Very interesting. A lot of scaling coming out the side of Gentleman's Club. I don't know if Valkyrie's going to let them get to that point.
I don't know. I mean, I like the picks on both sides. I really do.
And the Renekton to go up against what appears to be the set top. Now, there is still a lot of flexing that could go on here. Ooh. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is a mere tease.
Yeah.
That is a mere tease.
I mean, I would love to see it. He's, the little guy that just laughs at you the whole time while you die to 3 of his mushrooms across the map late game. There's just nothing you can do.
I mean, the reason why I'd love to see it is that off-stream Chase promised to dye his hair pink the first Teemo game we got.
Yeah, of course.
All right, and it will be that set coming out of the bot lane. Wukong going up top to deal with that Renekton. and a lot of engage on the side of Valkyrie. My word, 3 champions going in over the top. CC from the Victor and the Sentinel going over the top. My God, do they have team fight potential? But so does Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, I mean, Gentlemen's Club has excellent team fight pressure. They also have excellent engage. Not to say Valkyrie doesn't themselves. I mean, Set is a champion that is just built to, run at them, absorb everything, and throw it right back at them.
3 champions that can just run at them.
Yeah.
I don't know how that Zaya is going to stay alive this game, but that cleanse is going to be a good step in the right direction.
No, seriously. I mean, when you have that much power, you got to be looking to defend at this point.
The cleanse and exhaust coming out of that bot lane, sacrificing a lot of lane pressure, but they might already have it with the double ranged advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I like the matchup. It's looking good.
Definitely. 2 top laners that are going to be fighting it out. We got a good matchup in the mid lane here. It is going to be a tough one for both teams to really get what they want. I have to give, though, if Ashen Valkyrie does get a lead, I can see them snowballing it right to victory. That team can press their advantages once they get that lead, put pressure on the throat, and just close the game out.
And I think that's the exact game plan they thought too, is just to be able to do something like that.
All right, we have an interview queued up before we get into game with Gentlemen's Club's new AD carry Perfite. Let's tune into that one and see what he had to say. All right, here we are, interview with Perfite, the new AD carry for Gentlemen's Club. How excited are you for your first week in the league?
I'm very excited. I've played with the team already. We've played a lot of flex. We've just talked, getting to know each other. I really work well with the support, and I think the synergy we got is pretty good. So we're a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Ooh, I like that claim. I like that claim.
Sir.
So a force to be reckoned with that we're gonna see passive early game, dominant later?
We're going straight aggressive. We're testing out the waters. It's better to test out the waters, see how you're doing, and if things don't go well, we're gonna play back, wait for the mid to late game, and come out. But if the aggro works early, we're gonna keep dominating, get those dragons, first towers, and get objectives. That's the plan. So.
You do realize we're gonna hold you to this, right?
Oh yes, sir. I'm gonna be playing the aggressive champs, and if things go well, we're gonna keep going.
So we might see maybe something like Jhin or Draven. That's pretty much
we're definitely a Draven. Definitely
a Draven. Yeah. There we go.
All right. It's a good thing we don't air these things before the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You think you're going?
I got tons of champs. I got Zaya with a little Zaya pick.
Slow down there, cowboy. Don't give away all your picks here. We gotta say something for the audience.
I'll play top laners. Let's go Darius ADC. We'll run it.
All right. So let me throw a hypothetical your way. You're banned out entirely. You only have Garen left. What happens?
80 Garen, Stridebreaker, we run through him.
That's what I'm talking about. This man's got no chill. That's what I love to see.
I mean, I don't think a Garen Yumi has ever lost ever in the history of League of Legends.
I don't know about that claim, but it certainly is a force to be reckoned with.
If it was on our team, it definitely wouldn't be a loss. That's for sure.
Oof.
I do like the hype. We do like the hype. And it's going to make for an exciting match. I mean,
Exactly. We're not playing no 0-0 till 20 minutes. There's definitely going to be some kills. There's probably going to be some mistakes in the beginning, but we're going to iron those out, and we're going to keep going. So
there you go. I like that. Make Pat earn his paycheck.
That's right. Earn my $0 and 0 cents, baby. Being held against my will. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we know a little bit of a roster shakeup here. How do you plan on meshing in with the team after a little bit of a blow up last week?
Well, honestly, I think we just, again, like I said, run it. I definitely have checked out their team a little bit. It seems like they go for some tankier picks, which means the Draven might be a bit of a problem. But I'm thinking about taking cleanse so that some of that CC is mitigated, and hopefully my damage can still come out. I definitely think our top laner is pretty strong. So if anything happens bot lane, he'll surely be able to teleport into the bot lane and make something happen. So I think a reverse sweep is definitely the plan here. We gotta make sure that we show our dominance and show that the roster change definitely will be a factor that brings us our wins. So That's a
Beautiful.
cool plan for sure. Yeah.
Love to see that.
And of course, if you play Draven and do it right, they never even make it to a late game where they get tanky.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
right.
15-20 minute game.
That's
get
it.
Full build.
It's done. But I mean, I like it. I like the confidence saying, listen, they can't ban me out. They can't touch me. We're gonna run through, and I'm excited to see it.
Oh, we want kills, and we're gonna get kills. It looks like
100%. Yep.
Can't wait to see that. All right.
Especially if it's a 1-for-1, I'll run it down 1-for-1
Oh.
kills all day long.
Every time. The last team, would they end up with like 32 kills?
Ooh.
I mean, the last game we had was a blowout. Can you guys beat that amount of kills?
32 kills, eh? I mean, I guess if I'm carrying in the early game, I guess we could extend a little bit, get some extra kills for sure. Yeah, I think we could do that.
All right, but can you match the amount of deaths the enemy team had? That's the real question.
Oh, I could definitely run it down too. I'm pretty good at that.
That's it.
They're the kind of people we love having.
That is true. We do love that.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, we are going to be
For sure.
wrapping this one up. Got to get into the game, but thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you tear it up out there.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Make sure you check out twitch.tv/perffight. Streaming every day. Let's go, except for the weekends.
After our stream, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Check out their stream. Make sure you follow them. And then after that, check out me. Grab the popcorn, the ice cream, everything. You got it.
All right. Nothing wrong with a nice little plug there. All right. Perfect. Thanks for joining us. See you on the Rift. All right, ladies and gentlemen, going into game here, we got Gentlemen's Club coming in on the blue side with Ashen Valkyrie coming in on the red side. Boy, oh boy, are we excited to get started for the first game of week 2.
Yeah, I mean, hyped up, a great interview, saying out there that he's going to display the confidence. They can't stop him. They can't do anything. And regardless of what they ban, even taking that Draven away from him, that he will be able to non-stop take him out.
A shame seeing that Draven ban. We were looking forward to that.
I really was. It's just a good champion. I mean, you get the lane aggression that really no other 80 carries can match, except for there's a couple that actually do pretty good against them, but it's just a complete dominant menace. I love it.
Absolutely. All right, we're experiencing a little bit of difficulty here. Don't worry, the game is about to start. It looks like we are going to be loading in just a second. I want to focus on this bot lane matchup here. What side do you feel had the advantage here? You got the range advantage on the blue side, but on the side of Valkyrie, that engage when the Pantheon comes down is not the worst thing.
No, I mean, you're going to get some picks at level 6. It's almost a guaranteed, especially if they're doing objectives or something. You pick up a couple extra camps, you can instantly ult back over to there. Such a great engage. And he's very strong, a great early ganker, one of those champions like Xin Zhao, Nunu, where he is just level 2, level 3, able to kind of
right there, Chase. We might see a little bit of... Oh, it looks like he's going to go for it. Flashing with the E, getting the Zaya's flash early, and that is going to be a point of contention early for sure.
Yeah, I mean, a flash blown by Set, but to be honest with you, not a huge loss. As you can see here, he has the Hextech flash, so he's still going to be able to make an engage like that right off the bat from a bush or anything.
An aggressive flash out of the support, confident he can line up that E, and getting the 80 carry to blow its flash early. And Pantheon going to look to start on the red side, path down to the bot side. We already know where the fights are going to be this game.
Yeah, I mean, I like the team movement, rotating the 3 just to make sure that they didn't invade your camp. Just very all-around good team play.
Yeah, good early ward on the side of Gentlemen's Club, though. Might catch the Pantheon out, get an idea of where he's going to be pathing to. That bot lane needs to play carefully. Okay. All right, looks like we're going to have junglers both starting on their top side jungle. Bot lane is where the action is going to be, if there is any action early game.
Yeah, we know the flash is blown on Zaya, so there's going to be some sort of early engage. This is clearly what they wanted to. I mean, Set has the power to just be able to go at them, and they can't stop them unless they get a Seraphine stun there.
And a lot of respect being played on the side of Gentleman's Club. Perfite and Danger, both of them backing off, making sure that they don't get into any precarious situation, letting the wave push into them and trying to play it out safe. Because they know that they don't have a lot of pressure right now without Zaya's Flash.
No, they don't. I mean, I'm focused up here kind of on the top lane. Renekton has the damage. I don't think Wukong can just match as a champion early on like this. So he's going to have some early game dominance. He's going to be able to do what he wants with the wave. Wukong, regardless of outplays or not, I just don't think can sustain this lane if Renekton just chooses to say, hey, listen, I want to kill.
Exactly. That sustain coming out from the Renekton Q and just his damage in general going to outdamage the Wukong early for sure. But this jungle matchup is honestly what this game is going to revolve around for sure. It looks like we already got the Zac putting pressure on the bot side. Gonna be backing off. Nothing really going on there. And then we got Pantheon. Looks like he might be pathing over to the mid. Just getting a ward down. And looks like junglers are going to cross here. Both of them going after the bot scuttle. Oh, and Zac does not want this fight at all. Pantheon going in, getting the damage in there. And that is going to for sure be Zac going down for the first blood onto the victor. That is the last thing Gentleman's Club wants to see. Oh, and the support also getting caught in the mix. Ignite going down, missing the W on the set. But that's another summoner blown on the Seraphine, and everything going wrong early for Gentleman's Club.
Yeah, huge early game here for Valkyrie. I mean, Zac and Pantheon had relatively the same jungle pathing that you saw there. Zac can't win that matchup. He just can't. It's not possible. And he knows the power that he has.
No, for sure. And Pantheon, once again, exerting that dominance. Zac needs to respect that damage. Still hold the flash. You gotta wonder at this point if he's saving this flash for next game. But Pantheon gonna be living rent-free in the enemy jungle the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, you just get a lead like that. You can do what you want. We're going to be able to see probably an early dragon here. They know they can win these fights. They know the summoners or some of the summoners are down. It's going to be looking pretty good for Valkyrie.
Ooh, a disrespectful start on the side of Valkyrie. We see in the tier star out of the Senna, not respecting anything the Gentleman's Club can do early game. Not opting for any stats whatsoever, but just barely missing the E, but losing nothing really is that set for going for it. Just fishing, didn't get it there, but doesn't really matter. Right, looks like both bot lanes are just content farming it up. Not a lot going on. Set looking, still fishing for those engages. Gets one onto the instant cleanse on the Xayah. And another really nice engage by Fault. Just trying to exert his pressure, trading his HP for lane position. And it is working out well for him. That's another summoner blown by the Xayah. Can't catch a break this game.
No, I mean, you got Set. The game plan is say, listen, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I'm just going to keep engaging. We're going to get him one of these times.
Wukong going in, but I don't think he wants this fight at all. Renekton turning on the dominance, but it's not going to matter. Wukong going to get out of there. Has to blow his flash in the process. I don't think that was the fight Wukong wanted at all.
No, I think he was just trying to push the wave, right? I mean, you'll notice here, that fight went hugely different. Same farm, same experience, but I think Wukong was just saying, listen, I want him back. I need to get an item, compete with this guy. I'm going to push the lane up. Renekton says, you're not pushing onto my lane. And he just instantly engages him. And we just saw the pure destruction that Renekton has that early game, even with just a little item.
Ooh, another engage by the Set. And is that going to be enough to take out the Seraphine? Just barely not, but the exhaust blown by the Seraphine when Set had nothing left in the tank. I don't know about that one, but going to come away with her life, and this bot lane is just having some trouble in the early going. Oh, and set's not
Oh.
done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flash has to be blown out of respect for that set. And this set knows exactly how he wants to play. Knows he has the vision control, going for that Hex Tech Flash, and getting the Summoners solo out of the bot lane. It is quite the show coming out of Yillian and False in this bot lane.
Absolutely. And like I was saying, right? It's a numbers game. Unfortunately, they're just this close from ever being able to actually get a kill. Summoner after summoner keeps getting blown, but they just can't manage to take them down. They're just missing it by so little.
But those advantages are starting to show in the CS department. That Senna starting to scale up. Get her first couple of items is when she can really start impacting this game. And as I said before, the early game, even with that kill going on, the pressure going on in the top lane by Gentleman's Club, I'd say this early game is 100% going the side of Valkyrie.
Yeah, Wukong keeping up very good with the farm in the top lane here. Even in, I would say it's almost a counter matchup. I mean, Wukong is a very strong champion, does a lot of damage, but when he's one of those champions where you get behind, either just champion-wise or farm-wise, you struggle in the lane, really, no matter what happens. But it's one of those things where you look to see, you know, with the Pantheon gank, an ult gank or something like that, can Renekton really sustain and survive in that lane?
Something that we're going to have to see develop through this game. Going into the mid lane, we're seeing about a 20 CS advantage on that Victor. And we're seeing the disadvantages of early picking your mid. But it looks like Orianna still getting some trades in there. It's holding her own. How do you see this mid lane matchup playing out, Chase?
I think surprisingly good. Orianna, I mean, there is a little CS to
Stop you right there, Chase. We got the Pantheon coming in for the gank. Orianna is most certainly dead. Hold that flash. The flash follow.
Oh.
Pantheon, and it's going over to the Victor.
Fusion with a little bit of a miss flash right there.
Ooh.
They got the classic, what looked to seem like the auto pathing, where you go to click the wall, over the wall, you click the wall and flash, and you do that little spin around.
Hate to see that. An unnecessary flash blown on Fusion. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they will get the kill, and they will turn that into the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, you blew a flash, but you got to kill it. And luckily, it still went on to the Victor. So he is just rolling with it.
It looks like Gentleman's Club clueless to them doing that dragon, but looks like they're just going to give that one up. And the only thing they have to play for right now is this top lane. That Renekton putting in work against the Wukong, and that is going to be enough.
Yeah.
Renekton, Butter Bumby coming in with the solo kill top lane.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. The champion just does not have the power to match Renekton. Can't do it. He is so good in these early game matchups, regardless of how close the lane is in terms of farm and experience. He's not bullying him out of lane. He's not bullying him out of CS. And yet, Wukong just cannot keep up with it.
Ooh, and a good buy by that Renekton. Going for the early play to steel caps. Oh, stop right there. We got both junglers coming into the bot lane. Set going in. Set
wow.
Down. Turning it around with the Seraphine. And it looks like it's going to be a clean swipe. No, he will not get out. It's going to be 3 kills going over to the side of Gentleman's Club. A really, really nice played fight by them.
Yeah, I mean, you look back and you think to it, right? They've been pushing on the aggressive all the whole time. Zach knows that that's happening. He sits in the brush. He's got a beautiful gank there. They had no idea he's here. They got a beautiful gank. And it started to look bad, but then Pantheon came in here. I thought, okay, they're going to turn this around. Pantheon's already doing pretty good. He's a little bit of ahead. They just weren't able to. The damage just was so strong coming out of that third thing. Set died so fast. Pantheon died so fast, and at that point, Senna just has to run, and they just chase her down and finish her off.
Ooh, that damage coming out of the Seraphine, something to be feared. That was a very well-executed play to get them back into this game and take the gold lead. Gentleman's Club really showing what they got, making a case for their viability.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. You already know you're winning some of the matchups here, so just keep going with it. I would just like to see another gank bot lane just to put that ahead, so you don't have to worry about anything. But
no, most definitely. And my word, this is already coming up to be a bit of a bloodbath here. Already 6 kills in this game, a lot of action. And right now, everyone's just farming it up, trying to stay relevant in this game. We're seeing that gold advantage in the mid lane appears to be ballooning. We got a 30 CS advantage on that Victor over the Orianna, plus the 2 kills. It's just going to be getting harder and harder for this Orianna to get back in this game. With the completed Leandries onto that Victor. Oh, stop right there. We got the Wukong going in on the top lane. Use the second ultimate already. Zac coming in for the counter gank, but they don't want this fight. Victor's already here. Pantheon going in. Can he get in range for the stun? Doesn't look like it's going to amount to much of anything. Really, really nice rotation by the side of Valkyrie. Gets the top laner's flash, and that's about it. Both top laners flashing for that fight. So a pretty even exchange. More resources used by Valkyrie, though.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised someone didn't go down there. It was a good engage by Wukong, given it was all, even flashing to keep that CC up. And they just weren't able to make it. The timing was just off by just a little bit. And that resulted in the difference between a kill and a no kill.
Coming down. Zaya doing a very good job of baiting. Committing the TP. 4-man coming into this bot lane. Can the Ranging get the stun off the center?
Oh!
Oriole just barely misses. But that going back in, trying to save his AD carry. And it looks like that's going to be enough to counter TP. Coming in from the Victor. And it looks like a lot of resources spent by the side of Gentleman's Club for not a lot of reward, unfortunately.
Seriously, great plays by both teams. I mean, you saw the Seraphine ult miss right off the bat there. I think you hit that one on Senna. She's stuck. She's going down. Set would have done anything he could have to try to protect her. You can't know that 2 other people are going to show up. And it missed by a matter of inches. And that's no kills on either side. And a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ult by Set. Slows them all down, gets them all, knocks them back, flashes out. He's able to make it. And kind of a shame that Orianna missed her all on that one. I feel like it would have been a different story. I don't know how that was missed.
Looks like it was in range and everything, but what are you going to do? A nice try all the same. And a nice break for that Wukong. Got like 3 plates in top lane. Not the worst thing we've ever seen. He's trying to survive in this game, get his items, and get stronger.
Yep, that's just what you got to hope for. You just got to hope that maybe that Wukong's not going to be your damage source, but he's going to be definitely one of the engagers here, and he's just going to follow up in Set's foot patterns.
Ooh, looks like we're going to have a dragon take coming over here. Not a lot going on. Doesn't look like Gentleman's Club's going to fight this. Are we going to see the steal coming in? No, Zac will not be able to complete that, and he is just going to go down here. No chance of survival. A lot of damage coming over the top.
Orianna with some nice damage.
Doesn't look like it. Coma going down, and what was the Zaya going in for?
To be honest with you,
I love that.
To be honest with you, I think there was some miscommunication in there. You say, listen, we're gonna go for the steal, we're gonna take it. They obviously must talk about it. Zac goes in. He gets in there. You have Zac's passive. You have time. You just got to move your people around, get into the Baron Pit, and you saw it. The damage is there. It's not like they're going to lose that fight. They're too low to compete, and they just didn't do it. There was kind of the walking back and forth, no one making any moves on there. Finally, Zaya says, listen, these guys are low. I'm flashing in here. Let's take them. And he was the only one that went in, and unfortunately, he just got left in the pit to die.
Too many people on the other side of the wall. Not enough people to contest with that Zaya flashing in. But we like to see the aggression. We like to see going for those plays. Just hopefully we'll get better results next time. But
yeah, heart's in the right place.
Definitely. Heart is definitely in the right place. All right. And it looks like we're going to see a couple people roaming up on the side of Valkyrie. Trying to clear out vision. Maybe going for this rift before Baron spawns in 4 minutes. Get a little bit of extra tower pressure. Looks like we got the Wukong swapping into the bot lane going to take the top tower, swapping in. Ooh, a little bit of a fight going on here. Set going in for the engage onto the Renekton. Renekton's like, what the heck you doing to me? Shrugs him right off.
No, he's a big boy. He knows he can take a couple punches here and there. But, I mean, you're Valkyrie. You're pretty much going to get a guaranteed rift here. You just won a dragon fight in quotation marks, and you're strong enough to just be able to kind of take the map is what they believe at this point. It doesn't look like anything's kind of slowing them down right now. I mean, we're going to be heading into a little...
Whoa, that Victor damage coming in before we could even realize it. Over the top, just decimating. Oh, and this Zac's not long for this world, getting stunned up by the Victor. completely trapped. The Seraphine flashing in, but Wukong's coming in. Give me that, says Wukong. And another good fight on the side of Valkyrie. This Victor is starting to get huge. Oh, Perfect. What are you doing, man? Caught behind enemy line. Solid Snake once again getting caught.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You got someone's chasing you around the map. You got nowhere to run. And you just run to the enemy base and start getting hit by towers.
Hate to see it. You saw 3 people on the side of Gentleman's Club roaming up, trying to make a play mid lane, but before they even got there, their mid laner was dead.
Yeah, I'm picking up some nice kills. You had the low HP. You thought you were safe. You weren't. I mean, even with the barrier blocking some of that damage, this Victor is just so strong. The burst from him is incredible. We all know this. And regardless, even if you made it out from this Victor burst, you had someone wrapping around the back, Pantheon, I believe, just to finish him off in that case. And they engaged on a fight that was already lost, resulting in a couple more kills for him. And it's just tough. It's tough when you start to lose a little bit of that momentum that you gained. Now you're stuck in a place where, what do we do? How do we come back from this? We're going to look for picks. We're going to look for a team fight, per se. And that's what I'm going to be very interested to see. Once some more, we got some completed items in here, so it could be a different story so far.
Yeah, we do have the CC on the side of Gentleman's Club to make a pick. It's just a matter of what they decide to do. I don't know if they have too many avenues left in this game. Looks like they're going to look for topside, but the Pantheon are already here. This Zach has heard this story one too many times. Oh, the flash in by the set. The ultimate coming in. Wukong going over the top.
Oh, man.
These Bash Bros are getting their hands dirty, putting in the work. Oh, my God. Senna on the flank, doing the damage. And my word, it is a one-sided affair. The heals coming out from the Senna, just keeping her team alive. The damage, the CC, everything went well that fight.
Yeah. At this point, you got to think there's a disconnect somewhere. I mean, you're making the plays, but you're just behind by a second or two, and those second or two are just crucial. They're both making the same plays. They're both doing all this stuff. It's just Valkyrie keeps ending up on top somehow. You really can't fault anybody. Nobody's playing bad. Nobody's playing anything like this. It's just Valkyrie ends up making it, and you hate to see it. I mean, you want to root for the other guys always. You want to root for the comeback. Everybody loves that, but it's hard, especially with the rift that you'll end up having here.
Ooh, this set roaming across the map, being where he needs to be every time he needs to be there, helping his jungler, just asserting his pressure. First man in, this one alive. This guy is going off, making it look good, and it'll be a third Drake. And coming on the Infernal Soul on the side of Valkyrie, and the win conditions just keep piling up for him.
Yeah, they absolutely do. It's the objectives are there, the kills are there. I mean, I still think, right? I mean, we saw that the Renekton's pinned by 3 or 4 people. The guy looked like he was going to end up with a kill out of that. He just still has so much damage in here. So if he can get a pick or he can survive some of the early fight, it could possibly change the momentum. But who do you pick off? I mean, you got Senna and Victor here that are picking up with some kills. Wukong even.
Stop you right there, Chase. The set has no time for anything you're saying. Running right in there. But the Tron coming out of the Seraphine. This damage is more than what they bargained for. Ooh. And Perfect going in for the kill. Can they keep this up? The Pantheon maybe get off a little more than he can do. Perfect going in for the next kill. 2 for 1 so far, and the Renekton coming in. Can they take out the Pantheon before Fusion joins in? Fusion's going in to help, but Pantheon will go down. Renekton coming in to help his team clean up that fight of 3-4-1, and just what Gentleman's Club needed. Oh, just a little early. Too soon spoken by me. The Victor turning on his damage right now. Cleaning it up.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. This man is putting on a clinic right now. The amount of damage he's putting out simply just cannot be beat. Killing him under the tower even. Sentinel coming over the top. Dodged. My word. Just when you thought it was going right for Gentleman's Club, Victor says, let me show you something.
Yeah, you don't have any damage there. I mean, you lost Xayah, and you got to give it to Pure Fight. I mean, the guy said he's going to do an aggressive gameplay for us. And that is the definition of aggression right there. Going just straight into them, flashing straight in. He says, I know I can get these kills. I know I'm going to get 1 kill, maybe 2 kills. Let's do this, guys. And he just solo took him out. Great. Unfortunately, he goes down. Victor's left. And what we watched was incredible. He's just sitting there. They don't have any damage to take him out. He's just throwing laser after laser after laser and poking him down. Eventually ends up getting Zach's passive out of the way. So they're going to be at a loss for the engage of the next fight. They don't have that.
And Victor already with the Zanyas on top of that, Leandri's going to have a means to stay safe in this game. And I don't know if he's going to be dying at all the way this game is going.
No. No, I mean, if he can just stay backline, he's in the clear. He seriously is. And he's going to be pumping out so much damage. 3 completed items already. Looks like he's going for the Morello Namicon, which is going to be excellent for his team. Already has the Grievous Wounds effects, reducing that healing from Renekton and Zach, which is huge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any advantages Gentleman's Club tries to get, Valkyrie seems to have the answer. But this bush camp by the side of Gentleman's Club, going to take one down. Is it going to take the second one down? Pantheon about to go down. The trade kill coming over, however, onto the Seraphine. And that is going to be a 2-for-1 on the side of Gentleman's Club. But Perfect maybe caught out. Zach going in. Does he have enough damage for the Senna? One more hit. Can he go down? Zach will have enough. Oh, but he's got fusions to deal with. And now we've seen this one before.
And makes it out.
Gets out for now. See how long they can keep him busy. But right now, as things stand, that's going to be a 3-for-1. Probably going to be a 3-for-2 at the end of the day. Oh, going for the gambit. And he's going to go.
Oh my goodness.
God. Beautiful Zach play on the side of Homa. Not too shabby at all. But Wukong, does he have enough?
No, he is
Speed Fever coming in, saving his buddy. And that is going to be a 3-for-1 advantage. Just going for the bush camp, and it paid off. Right place, right time.
It paid off. I mean, it's one of those things where you're behind, you set up a death brush, and you just sit in there. With the combination of ults from Seraphine and Orianna, the damage was massive. I mean, Set barely had a chance to react. You saw just that life bar just start going away. At that point, you just got to force a fight, in which they did. And Zach managing to backline and able to just take out the Senna himself. I thought it was going to be a different story.
No, that Sunfire Aegis, those plated steel caps almost got the Thornmail coming in. It's a lot of pressure coming in early from that Zach. And not somebody that Senna wants to be hitting.
No, you got to give it all the Gentleman's Club. They found some hope. And I hope it's enough hope to end up contesting this dragon here. Because this is going to be a soul, right? This is going to be the extra damage on here. Great for Valkyrie, especially Victor.
Ooh, and this is an absolute must fight for the side of Gentleman's Club. They gotta get in there to pressure. Already got the Ori ball. They're gonna have to pull this dragon out to prevent Ori from getting the steal. Going in a little bit is the Zach. The Set taking him out of that E. No chance for them to get the soul. No chance for them to get this fight. Too much damage coming out of the 5-man. And Orianna not in the right place, not at the right time. 3 down, and we're going to Baron.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely stunning play by Set. Seriously, the one chance the Gentleman Club has to get that dragon taken away from him, just immediately grabs him, brings him to the back line, says, you ain't even getting in this pit. Renekton tried, he gets in there, he flashes in there, he tries to do what he can, but he's alone. He can't take on 4 people, there's no way. And Orianna, a little delay on there, ended up just being stuck by herself, going into a 1v4, and gets killed instantaneously. A good ult, but it doesn't do anything at that point.
No, for sure. And honestly, Set, being an unsung hero this game, it's not going to show in the stat line, but the amount of damage he's been tanking up, his engages, his disengages, everything he's been doing has been on point and helping his team get the advantages they need to win the game.
Yeah, excellent job here from Set. Seriously, they pick an aggressive bot lane with the Xayah Seraphine, and they pick an aggressive bot lane with the Senna, and just the range
stop you right
damage.
there. Seraphine gonna have to flash out. Has enough CC to block it out, but that's another summoner down, and just got sold. The Baron still fresh, and they're just gonna run this thing right down mid, and I dare Gentleman's Club to stop this freight train.
Yeah, you don't really need to be caught there. I get you're trying to ward and everything, but there's not too much objectives or anything on the map. They got Baron. They know they're going to be pushing into you. Really no reason to be in the jungle stuck there like that, and you just blow a summoner for free.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Merlinomicon finally coming through on the Victor. Gonna have that healing reduction. And, oh, everyone starting to finish off their builds.
Look at that. They did it once. They're trying to go for twice. I like
Hey,
it.
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I tell you, a decent effort, but they're going to have to come up with some new tricks if they hope to win this game. 3 lanes of pressure with a 1-3-1, and there is really just nothing they can do about it. Pantheon going to be crashing this wave in. Going to see the bottom lane inner falling, going on to the inhibitor. And they got to commit to one of these lanes. They can't split. If they're split, they're not going to have the power to test these fights.
You can't match the split. You can't match the split. I mean, Renekton can probably match top. Nobody at this point can match Victor, so he knows that. He's got a free lane bot. And also in the mid lane, you don't have the wave clear that can take out Baron like this. You have a Xayah, which is great for throwing the feathers and pulling them back in. Nice, so you get some wave clear there, and then you have Orianna. But outside of that, there's nothing you can do, especially with the poke coming out from Valkyrie. It's just tough to be able to defend these towers.
Looks like that's going to be the first inhibitor falling bot. Just enough to dissuade them. Renekton trying to go in on this Pantheon, but that's just going to give the go signal for the mid lane. Wukong going in. Doesn't have enough damage, though. Might just be going down, and he will. But Pantheon taking out the Renekton in the top lane. 1-for-1 across the map, but it looks like... Oh, over the top. American sniper Zillion coming in. The Victor also going in, finishing him off, and it's going to be a quick 29-minute affair here. Going to be wrapping it up. Ashen Valkyrie coming in with an extremely strong showing over Gentleman's Club. Going to be taking these last turrets, finishing off this game, and GG's all around.
Yeah, no, I mean, Pure Fight did an excellent job. I think Renekton did an excellent job. I think Zach did an excellent job. I really think that it wasn't a matter of they played terrible. It was just that Valkyrie ended up on those couple plays getting that advantage, and they just rolled with it. Good game all around, absolutely.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right. Valkyrie looking strong so far in this league. Great play coming out of their jungle in support. That tandem roaming across the map, taking the leads they already got, and just putting pressure on the throat of Gentleman's Club.
Yeah, and the pressure they put on there, I like the death brush. I think that was great. It gave the glimmer of hope, but unfortunately it wasn't there enough to take them further than that. They still lost every dragon contest. Didn't even get a chance to contest Baron. It was just taken and stripped right from them. And from that point on, you can't clear the waves. You can't do anything. You sit there, you wait for them to engage, which they did, and just ended it. And I think it was kind of funny that, I mean, that Pantheon Renekton fight went on for like 30 seconds up in the top lane.
I know.
Yeah.
The gore drinkers all around.
Oh, I know. It's too great. It was too funny.
Oh.
I mean, like, everything's going on. Base is getting taken. These guys are still fighting up in the top lane. It's awesome.
All right. We got ourselves an interview already queued up with Valkyrie's 80 carry Yillian rocking the center of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get right into this one here. All right. Can you hear us, Yillian? All right. Great job out there. That was a fantastic game. A little bit of a tough early game bot, but you guys managed to pull it out. Just that one gank going wrong, but great job. Great job in that game.
Mitigate what we were trying to accomplish. So I was taking more of a support role, so that we can sort of lock in the set to kind of just keep the enemy team away from us. So Senna doesn't really do that well in 2v2 early, but you know, thanks to the rest of my team, we managed to get out without having too much of a problem.
Yeah, you know, give yourself some credit. You had a beautiful snipe there at the end from across the map.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta love that. I mean, it's worth playing Senna just for that. But no, seriously, you did a great job in lane. You guys were able to just really have them pushed under their tower all game. You were getting a little bit of a lead advantage there. Set, I think, had an excellent aggression. They really couldn't stop it. I hope to keep seeing more of this stuff from you because you have an aggressive play style, you have a control play style. You can really kind of do it all.
Yeah, I just kind of pick whatever my team needs, and then they just kind of do the things so I don't have to play the game. I love my support. My support's great, and my jungler's a fucking absolute monster.
Yeah,
So is
That
my
is,
laner, so.
yeah, that is true, and that's what I want to
it is
focus on.
true.
False. He was going all the way across the map, roaming with that jungler hybrid, and my word, that tandem is looking nice. He was making all the plays bot lane, fishing for him. What do you got to say about your support, False?
I absolutely love him to death. Like the guy is he's amazing. Like in terms of like I have to help him a little bit in terms of like the very micro things in the lane, but outside of that, like he knows exactly what to do. He's always vocal and he's always looking for the next play, and that's exactly what I like to find in a support.
Absolutely. The synergy's there between you two. It really is. And I'm still waiting for, if you're kind of whatever your team says for you to pick, when we see an Anar 80 carry.
You know, I wouldn't leave it.
That's
Don't
not
count it
happening.
out. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
leaving the
okay.
door open. That's what we want to see.
I
All
know.
right, I want to take you, before we let you go, I want to take you into that soul fight. The ultimate on that set, onto the Zac, to rent him, even the possibility of a smite steal. What do you got? Again, singing more praises of your support. What was your reaction to that play?
Well, to be completely fair, we were planning around like that's the whole reason that we picked Set is to kind of like disable the Zac and kind of like have some sort of bruiser to pair with Senna. But we were calling for it beforehand, and to be honest, like in comms, it was a little bit later than we called, but he got him perfectly as Zac started his jump, and I lost my mind, dude. I was like,
Whew.
it was so good.
It was nice. It was nice.
We really love to see those hype plays, getting
Yeah.
everyone excited. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Yillian. Can't wait to see you in the upcoming game.
Yep, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
No
congratulations on the win.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, gamers of all ages, we're going to be taking a short little break, getting us queued for the next game, Ascension versus Valkyrie, another matchup versus these sister teams. We can't wait. See you guys soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be getting into the next game. Ascension versus Valkyrie. The two Ashen sister teams going at it again.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be thriving. I mean, let's hope Valkyrie keeps this thing up. I mean, they've been unstoppable since we've seen them these last two matches. But, you know, maybe Ascension has something that comes out of the pocket here and they're just able to take over the game. This is why I love League of Legends. You can go anywhere.
Never pick a fight you
Oh,
can't win.
ignore what we got on screen, ladies and gentlemen. We are still in a growing process here. It is not Gentlemen's Club. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing them again. It is going to be the two Ashen teams facing off. Ashen Valkyrie coming in on the red side. On the blue side, we're going to see Ashen Ascension. In just a moment, it's going to reflect that.
Yes. But, you know, it's always great. You can always tell it's the Ashen Ascension because you got the fan favorite, Tommy Two-Time out there.
Tommy Two-Time, for sure. And honestly, first matchup we've seen going the side of Ascension. Valkyrie got to be looking for revenge after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. And it looks like we actually got different teams out here. The Sorry Pat.
Oh, man.
Wow. And
really appreciated
there's
by
a-
our producer.
there's a
Probably
video
the first right thing
message-
he's done so
There's
far.
a video message from your girlfriend attached with it too, so I don't know if we should play that on stream, but
What?
anyways, first pick of the match is Victor.
Yeah, Victor coming in, mid lane pick, little early. Anywho, going in, next pick, got
No, I mean Victor, huge out of Fusion's last game. So they just take it away from him right away. It's left open. It's a quick grab. You'll notice that the Pantheon and the Sat and the Volibear have been banned, all targeted bans, nothing to do with the season or just powerful picks. And on the side of Valkyrie, you had Skarner, Camille, and Olaf. Also really like it.
Ooh, loving the Jinx hover. Don't think we'll see it. MF, nice strong
Ooh.
champion. Really scales well with her items. A lot of damage coming out of that one.
Yeah, MF is just such a great champion in terms of you get to press R and you just did 28,000 damage.
Ooh, just taking a look at these bans. Look at all those bruisers off the table. No Pantheon, no Set, no Volley. Ascension knows all the tricks Valkyrie is up to.
And it's showing. The Caitlyn Morgana pick, absolutely love it. Such high kill pressure the second Morgana bind has landed. Really nothing you can do to stop that. Absolutely
No.
nothing. If you get hit, I mean, you get stunned, which I think it's pretty funny that Riot incorporated this. If you look on someone who's stunned, it says stunned for roughly 3 years. And that is very true. I always love that every time seeing it. And
Oh, you really gotta love it.
Yeah.
And Ashen Ascension really loving that Caitlyn Morgana in the bot. Dubs and Sev really showing that is what they like doing. They love that lockdown. They love that early game, and they love winning lane. And the Seraphine coming on the side of Valkyrie. First time we're seeing false on that Seraphine. I'm quite excited to see it.
yeah, I mean, I believe it's going to be, we've been seeing sometimes Seraphine mid, so I wonder if it's one of those picks they're holding on to where you throw it, but most likely, yes, we're going to see it in the bot lane
likely.
here. Caitlyn, I think, is still a very good pick, just because of her range is so great. Best #1 range at level 1, and you can just proc that MS passive to stop her so she's not as fast, and she's almost going to have to force her to buy boots earlier than she normally would, so it's always a good pick.
Definitely. And it looks like we're going to see top lane bans coming out of the side of Valkyrie, mid lane bans on the side of Ascension. Makes sense. Both haven't been picked. Got the Gnar ban coming in early, followed by the Hecarim ban. Interesting second ban there. We still have the Malphite and the Shen up on the side of Ascension. We'll see if that's what they end up going for.
Yeah, and of course, I almost want to say that Gnar ban was, they thought Yilian was going to go, in fact, Gnar 80 carry. He must have been joking around about it or something, and they said, we're taking that away from you, but we don't really want to entertain that thought.
Maybe it's a shout out to the casters. Who knows? We'll never
Could
know.
be. Shout out to the casters, as always, would be instant locking Teemo, but of
Yeah.
course, we haven't seen that one so far.
One day, we just have to keep believing. One day we'll see it.
It's bound to be there.
I hope so. Oh my god. Gragas ban, another strong jungler. Also been seeing him top lane in some regions too. Good flex pick to ban away. Let's see what we're going to see next. Coming in with the Grave Jungle. very, very strong champion right now.
A very strong champion, and so good early game. Incredible. I mean, the guy can do his whole jungle. Pretty much won't even lose any HP, and he just kind of gets that early game damage. And with his spike now, with the Gale Force and just the execute item, he's insane. Which is 2 items. I mean, the collector.
Unreal.
You're starting to see like 700 damage hits if you get all 3 of them in there. It's beautiful.
Ooh, got the Nunu pick coming in response. I haven't seen the Nunu yet, but I can't wait. I love me some Nunu.
I love me some Nunu too. The guy is awesome. He just rolls up a snowball, goes to any lane he wants, and it's a forced flash or it's a kill. He is so good in ganking and map pressure. I really think it's an excellent pick to counteract that Graves.
Whew, the Aatrox coming in on the top side, looking to trade blows with that Renekton, and oh baby, lock that boy in. I want to see the pressure. I want to see the early game, and my dreams are crushed. The Anivia looks like a nice compliment rounding out their team. A lot of early pressure coming out of the side of Valkyrie with the Anivia as the safety, and just as much pressure coming in through the bot lane of Ascension.
Yeah, I still pick Ascension's bot lane over Valkyrie's, but I really think that Valkyrie's Renekton is able to destroy Aatrox. Aatrox isn't the best champion for a level 1, level 2 type thing. He really scales when he gets his ultimate, and he can just do whatever he wants because he is in charge of the game. But if Renekton can slow his process down, that's going to be huge for Valkyrie.
All right, and that Anivia is going to be huge with spacing out between that Aatrox and that Nunu, trying to keep her carries safe, trying to keep their backline safe, because not a lot of tankiness coming out of the side of Valkyrie. Really looking to push that early game with the Graves and the Renekton.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping that they would be a more tanky picked up here. You do need it. You do need it. I mean, Nunu has the ability to just get on somebody, and same thing with Aatrox. And you really need a front line. Renekton, he can front line, but then you got to throw him to go tank. If he's going with the damage that you want, that guy's just looking to get some kills. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. I mean, you got the damage on Valkyrie's side. If you can just pump that damage, you're good to go.
Most definitely. All right. Before we get in the game, we got an interview queued up with the mid laner from Ashen Valkyrie Fusions. Let's get you right into that, and we'll be right in the game shortly after. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting into our next interview here, we've got Fusions, the new mid laner from Valkyrie. How excited are you to be getting to join this team and getting into your first match?
I'm pretty excited. Pretty ready to just get playing, see how we go. We've been scrimming for the past few weeks, so should be good. This is our first actual match together.
Nice.
With this roster, at least.
Right. I mean, a big win coming out last week. Do you think you can match that, the energy they were putting out?
I think so. A lot of us have played together for a long time, and so I feel like we'll come together pretty nicely.
Nice. Now, what are we going to be seeing from you? Are we going to be seeing a control, aggressive, kind of a supportish role? What are you thinking?
Usually we play a lot of weak side topped, and then we play through me and then the AD carry. So it'll be something like that.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So,
the way we set it up.
Oh, okay. So,
Ooh.
First weekend, we're already going to be a focal point of the team. We're excited to see that one.
I know. I like hearing this.
All right. As a team, what would you guys say your philosophy is? Are you a team that likes to snowball your leads, that take what's given to you? What would you feel like your identity is?
I feel like the team, we definitely look to make plays, kind of. We like to be the aggressors, be the ones trying to look to do things, not just be stagnant.
All right.
Between me and Hybrid, trying to make, find things early game when we can, look to get objectives, stuff like that.
Yeah, and we hope we see that again. I mean, he really went off on the Volibear there on the early game plays. So, I mean, if this is true, then we're going to be seeing you and him kind of matching that roam and theoretically be unstoppable at that point.
Pretty much what we go for. The Volibear is a must ban for him. Really.
Yeah.
Whew. After that first game, I can see why.
Yeah.
That man had pressure on every single lane in the map, was there for every counter gank.
It was deadly.
It was fantastic. All right. So, matching in with the team, would you say that you're comfortable with these players? First time we're seeing you in the SLS. You've played with these players before. How seamless has your transition been to replacing the mid laner this week?
I mean, pretty seamless. Like I said, we've been scrimming like this for over a month with Mia in the mid lane, and then me and Chris have played together or Hybrid have played together for 8 years. And I've known False for about 4 or 5. So.
Wow, an OG.
No kidding.
That is great to hear. You gotta miss those days back in season 2 and 3.
Ooh, those were the days. Reminiscing on just
I miss season 3, old Gragas.
Ooh, yes. Oh, the old mid lane Gragas. That thing was insane. Baker's mid lane Gragas. Woo.
I know, you gotta love it. You
These
really
things
do.
of legend. Absolutely.
I know. it's so true. It is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right. Who would you, in the actual pro scene, who's a mid laner that you admire, take tips from, just really look up to? Who would be your role model in the league scene nowadays?
I mean, I always gotta go with Faker, but after that, I've kind of like seen Chovy and his recent lane dominance and the way he plays very aggressive throughout lane. Kind of really looks to just get a lead in his lane and then transition it kind of later on a little bit.
No, definitely. And I hope we see the same play out of you. That sounds like fantastic League of Legends to watch.
I know. I would love that.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. The bar is set at Chovy. Anything else will not be tolerated.
Absolutely not. I mean, we won't even throw the camera
that's not
on
fair.
it at that point. Yeah.
Dude, it's our
believe
league.
in
We
you.
make the rules. Sorry.
Yeah.
Expectations.
I believe in you. And you better not get first blooded. I better see it coming from you.
If you get first blooded, Chase will shave his head on cam today.
Oh, okay, I'm getting first blood 100%.
That's not fair. I'll do it if you spammed the emojis or the emotes if when
Oh
you
no,
died
I'm
the whole
flashing under
time.
tower level 1.
Oh,
I'm flashing
okay.
under
That's what I'm
tower level
talking
1.
about. I'm telling you right now, you do that.
Just to see that
you
head
get-
shape.
Oh, you get,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. It'd be worth it.
Yeah.
It's just going for the entertainment at this point.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you had the
I mean-
perfect cover story, like somebody typed press D to dance, and then you did it, then that would be allowed.
Yeah.
No,
There you
it's
go.
a bait. You know, you get them really confident, and then they think they've got it, and then
Right.
you come back.
That's exactly right.
Like
No.
the old
Mental
Blitzcrank, the old Blitzcrank videos where you
Oh,
take the tower
yes,
hits and then
sir.
flash under yours and pull them, and nobody knew back in the
yes,
day.
sir.
That was
Yes,
the
sir.
best.
Oh man,
Dude,
the old Blitz Alistair lane.
Oh my God, it was
man.
beautiful.
Those were the days.
Simpler times back then. Simpler times.
Oh,
Right.
all right. But we're gonna be wrapping up this interview real quick. Thank you so much for joining us, Fusions. Can't wait to see you in your first game, and good luck out there on the Rift.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, of
No
course.
problem.
And don't get first blooded.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, queuing up into the next one, the Ashen matchup we've all been waiting for. Ascension on the blue, Valkyrie on the red, and both these teams looking to get the advantage, get the... Oh,
30 seconds until minions.
No, I mean, I know what you're saying. Get the advantage. Get the advantage. You gotta love it.
we got... Sorry about that. We got Valkyrie dropping the first game to Ascension, looking to even that one up. The sister team rivalry is as strong as ever. Both these teams, a lot of chatter going on before the game, a lot of trash talk, what we love to see. These teams know each other well, know their strengths, know their weaknesses, and are ready to go all out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a competitive yet fun match. I mean, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. You're going to have a little fun with it, but you also want to play pretty much the best you can because now you get to show the whole world that you're better than the other Ashen team.
Yes, the whole world comprising of the average 20 viewership of this stream, for sure. But let's see what we got. Not a lot going on in this early game. Both teams taking a very conservative approach. We're going to see 2 bot lane starts, so not a lot of action going to be coming into the bot lane early. Both junglers going to be pathing up to the top.
Yep, just standard here. Nunu could possibly just go straight to the... He's just going to do his golems, get the early, probably level 3 clear, which is good. It's going to put him nice and ahead. He's going to have pretty good control of the map.
No, for sure. For sure. A lot of action going on so far in the early game. How do you feel about this bot lane matchup here? A lot of power coming out of both sides. MF Seraphine, but that lockdown that we see level 2 coming out of the Morgana Caitlyn. Who you liking?
I'm liking the Morgana Caitlyn. I really do. Of course, everything always comes down to who pokes who harder in lane. If you get the MF bullet that just dodges the space-time continuum and can hit a minion and ricochet literally any direction possible to then hit for 6,000 damage because you killed the minion and hit them. That's what you always gotta love to see. Hate playing against it, hate when it happens to you, but love it when you're NF.
Oh, no, for sure. But that early Raider in from the Caitlyn really showing itself here, being able to have full control of that wave. A lot of minions, though, for MF to catch up.
Yeah, the Caitlyn poke is just very strong early on here. You don't really have anything to match. I mean, as you've been seeing, Seraphine's really been poking Morgana down because Morgana has the pressure to just hang up high, get a binding off, and that's when the real damage comes. So I think it's very smart by False to just poke Morgana, poke Morgana, poke Morgana, kind of limit that gameplay of the aggressiveness that can come out.
Oh, Jungler's going to be meeting up in the top side now. Nunu knows his limits. No Graves is not going to be on the menu at this moment. Just going to go back for his blue buff. Going to lose the Scuttle, but going to keep his life.
Yep, lose the Scuttle. You don't have the lane advantage top lane. Renekton's pushed past River, and he's just able to walk down if anything was to happen. I mean, Nunu, you can try to look for that great old walk in there, chomp it, eat the thing, steal, but may cost you your life. They don't really have the CC to stop them. Of course, you always got to be careful of that. Just flash in front of them, then you're in trouble.
Not many champions are out damaging that Graves early. Really good at trading in. Unless you get on top of that Graves, you want to avoid him at all costs. Aatrox getting a little aggression in onto that Renekton. A nice W pulling him back in. Not going to amount to much, but what looks like advantage going to be early on the side of Valkyrie. Hybrid carry going in. I don't know if he has enough. Just going to get some damage down, gets the Q, gets the W, chunks him out a little bit, and just tells him, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a failed gank, right? You're not going to get a kill out of it.
Oh, but this one might not be. The W, the flash has to come in from fusions. The Nunu just taking his snowball for a stroll, hits the Anivia, and a really effective gank out of the Nunu. So far, Nunu really showing his stuff on those ganks. The lane gank from Nunu, you can't get much better than that.
No, not a preemptive flash at all by Anivia. He knew the limits of that Nunu is going to be able to chase him down. Gets that flash off, hoping that he'd back off earlier, but...
Ooh,
what a beautiful wall right there.
I did not think of that interaction.
Yeah.
The Nunu counter. That man is going to be hitting
wow.
brick wall
Okay,
all
that's
game today.
pretty neat. I mean, that does change. If I'm Nunu, that changes. Wait a minute, this is kind of a waste of time going back mid lane.
Oh, but Nunu, he's not done yet. This man is going 9-2-5, going across the rift, double knockup. Doesn't really matter, but this man, and the cleanse, but there's not a lot of follow-up to be had. Very, very safe cleanse by Yillian,
Yeah,
but
safe than sorry type thing. I mean, right, there's no follow-up by Caitlyn. Nunu can't do anything anymore, but I guess you think there's more there than it is. Doesn't hurt to be safe, but you still lose a cleanse now. I mean, if I am Ashen Ascension, I go very aggressive. You know you don't have a cleanse at this point. You know you can just throw the Morgana shield on you and just run straight up to her. Sure, you'll take some damage, but you're going to be able to hit a cleaner bind, and that can really help you just win this lane.
for sure. They're definitely going to keep putting on the pressure in the spot. Without the cleanse, that Morgana is, with the Caitlyn over the top, definitely looking scary.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't know why you don't back. Your lane is pushed all the way up. You got 2 waves in here. You can't do anything. But sitting there, you're just losing. You'll get XP, but you're just losing the farm. You're going to lose it anyways. Might as well just go back, get some fresh health, and get it done. But bot lane doesn't keep the aggression up. they go back, they want to reset.
Looks like they're going to try to set up a freeze here. I don't know if you want to be doing that with Caitlyn getting her first purchase off. She is just going to have a field day, instantly break that freeze, bring it back over to her side, and just have control of this lane. The CS differential not going to be made up. That first back is going to give Caitlyn the power she needs.
Yep, and a good buy coming out of Renekton. He got the plated steel caps. So it's going to help out in terms of the Aatrox damage to mitigate some of that. I do like it. And he went with the Doran shield, so he's going to give a little bit of effectiveness of tankiness. And, of course, with your ultimate, you get some extra health in there. So I really don't think he's going to go down in the top lane, but it's just going to be a farming match mostly.
A brutal back interrupt on that Caitlyn onto the MF. Really going to give just full control over this dragon. MF not able to buy, still low, has to catch these minions because their back timings were messed up, and that is going to lead directly to a dragon. The overstay by the MF really, really paying off.
Yeah, and like I was saying, right, you overstay here, you don't get a reset in, you know dragon's up, you know you're behind, you can't do anything if you're just staying in lane trying to soak up some experience to catch up and farm.
Here. Seraphine's got
I love that.
Flank.
I love that wall.
Gotta love that wall. But Seraphine loves the fight. And it's not gonna be enough damage. And this is not the fight that Valkyrie wanted. Ascension, everyone's coming in here. And the first blood going to be going over. Valkyrie not too much far behind. And the teleport by Fusion just a little too late. And 5 men on the side of the Valkyrie coming in for the party.
5 men on the side of Ascension. That was a 5v5. Didn't really get to see it play out that way, but, I mean, you notice that Hybrid Carry just got stuck in there. There's nothing he can do. He wraps around to a little area just to buy some time. Hopefully a TP or something can help him. Nothing happens, and Ascension just picks up 2 kills for free.
That's every TP off the map almost instantly. My word, what a wall started by Valkyrie, but they bit off a little more than they could chew. The turnaround by Ascension, getting that early lead, and looking to get the early 2-0 advantage over Valkyrie in the matchup. Really great to see this rivalry.
Yeah, no, I mean, you thought you were going to get more if you're Valkyrie. You saw where the Nunu was. You had Anivia stop him. Can't really get anywhere. So you go full throttle ahead, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, there's a 5v5 going on down here, and they pick up some kills.
Ooh, Aatrox. Hitting those minions, looking good while doing it, getting the trades up.
Dude, there is just no damage coming out of this Renekton right now. I mean, you just witnessed an entire full combo on him. Nothing. I mean, that's what happens when you go with the plated steel cap roots instead of some damage. You're going to sacrifice heavily on that, but he's just looking for survivability at this point, and he realizes that he's not going to be a damage asset. He's going to be a tank for the team.
Deja vu, Nunu's been in this place before, just coming in with that snowball, trying to get the kill. He's zooming across the map, trying to push these advantages. Graves showing up a little late to the party, trying to catch Nunu. Nunu is already out of there. That man is too fast to be caught this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's doing what Nunu does best. And you see this right now. He power balls right back up here. We're going to be looking at something.
Oh, my God. We already got the fight going in up top. They're not going to be able to take the Aatrox down in time. It looks like the flash over. Will it be enough? The dominance going off. Nunu getting his ult up. Can he turn this around? No. Nunu is going to go down. Dies for the sins of his top laner. But Tommy Two-Time, we've seen him, and he's not going to be able to get into this fight. He's going to push this wave in. Good gank by the side of Hybrid Carry. Getting there while the Nunu left, waiting it out, and getting the kill onto the Nunu.
Yeah, and the Aatrox doesn't go down there. You saw he lived with probably about 50 HP. He's flashing, hoping to kind of just get the burn damage from his ultimate enough to just finish him off. But Aatrox with his ultimate just has too much movement speed. He can't get him at that point, even with the plated steel caps and the double boots with the movement speed extra. And Nunu just doing what he does best. Balling, rolling around the map, no matter what happens, he's going to be there. That's why I love Nunu. The mobility from him is so insane. Even with Graves being able to clear camps as fast as he possibly can, one of the top tiers, I'd say, in the jungle for that. Nunu, he takes a camp, and he just starts running around the map, ganking lane, gank a lane, gank a lane, and then he goes and finishes some camps off. And I love it.
Farm advantage, not that much for the Graves. The Nunu all over the place early. But this Graves, we're going to see looks like we're going to see a 3v coming into the bot lane here. A little bit of damage going and onto the MF early. Getting the early flash, and Graves is a little bit caught out. But it looks like the roam from the Anivia is going to be enough. The ultimate coming up from the MF. That's Caitlyn going down, and another kill onto Valkyrie. Could it be another? Anivia's looking for it. The wall cuts her off, unfortunately. And we will see another kill going on to the side of Valkyrie. Valkyrie starting to shore up their weaknesses, getting advantages where they can, and a good roam by the mid laner to turn that around.
Yeah, I think the turning point of that fight was the Anivia. In fact, Tommy 2x stays mid lane, try to get some platings and a little bit of extra farm. I think that Nunu should have just went for the MF at that point. He kind of like hesitated, turned it around, and hit Seraphine because she was a little more overextended. Hopefully they can just pick up a kill, but it wasn't even enough damage there to do it. She stays alive, and nothing else happened.
No, and the little bit of advantage that Ascension had early game starting to fall apart just a little bit. Two teams vying for advantages, really putting themselves out there, and both teams looking strong in the early going.
Yeah, and I really like the Thornmail pre-build by the Renekton. He is going to be the one that's tanking everything. Everyone's pretty much bound to hit him, so that healing reduction is going to be wild. And you love seeing it. You love seeing it when you pick somebody like Aatrox and Nunu, where healing is almost a focal point of your champion, and that thing just gets reduced.
Oh, for sure. Early Thornmail, not opting for the damage as Renekton, understanding his position in the lane and just going for the thing that'll help the team. Really selfless play coming out of the top laner.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Got the Ocean Drake on the map. Both teams trying to get control around. Nunu sitting around waiting for anyone to dare come in. Oh, we already got a fight going in bot lane. The Morgana going down to the Graves ultimate. But Nunu coming in. Graves didn't want this fight at all. The shutdown. The Nunu. The Caitlyn killing the MF. And Nunu is having his way with the map. Running around like a fool, getting the kills he wants, getting the kills he loves.
Seriously, a good trade-off, and that's why Nunu is so great. He is behind on the gank, but he is able to get there just in time to make it just as equally good of play as the Graves. I mean, if you notice, the Graves has all the kills in here, so he is going to be looking to just do as much damage as he possibly can. He's becoming your carry at this point. And Caitlyn, we saw a nice pick-off with just the ultimate. You hate to be MF in that situation, right? Where you're chasing her down, you can't get her, and you go, wait a minute, I can't kill her, I'm gonna leave, and all of a sudden Caitlyn starts ulted you, and there's nothing you can do but sit, wait until that thing gets fired and you die.
Ashen Ascension showing why they are still in this game. The Nunu controlling the map, getting the ganks, getting this Rift Herald. See where he drops that, but gonna trade off for the dragon. Not the worst trade-off, I'd say. Already got a dragon on the side of Ascension. No one's really playing to their soul condition yet, so
no, I mean,
letting that see.
I think so. I think it's good taking away the Ocean Dragon for them. I mean, with Nunu and Aatrox, the sustainability. It always helps them having an extra Ocean Dragon. But this Rift, most likely going to be summoned up top lane here, and they're just going to take that tower. Renekton can't stop that.
A little late on that. Only a minute late to get the plates, but they're still going to secure the first tower without much trouble. Oh, and a TP going into the bot lane for the Victor. See what's going on. We got other middle laner TPing in. And is it going to amount to anything? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's trying to get in on this fight. And another TP. All the TP's blown for this fight. And what comes out of it? Looks like the Caitlyn ended up falling in that exchange.
Yeah, I mean, that's a questionable teleport. I mean, you think the fight's going to be bigger than it really is. But nothing happens, and you just leave the top lane open for Nunu.
Yeah, if you're Ascension, you almost take that, but maybe I spoke too soon. That damage coming out. Oh, my
God.
Great.
Beautiful.
Gunning that poor man where he
absolutely beautiful. I mean, you're Nunu. You're ball rolling out of there, and this dude is keeping up with you. I mean, that has got to be a sad time. The Gale Force able to get back up there.
Yep. You hate to see it.
The dash, the Gale Force to keep up, and he was just pounding them down and just snipes them away with the fadeaway. I loved it.
God, so much action in so little time. Everybody trying to get their advantages. Still a pretty even game gold-wise, but my word, everyone eager to TP into fights. All TPs always getting blown at the same time.
I know.
Both these teams just want to fight, want to get their advantages and push them.
Yeah, they never want to be caught in a situation where they're a man down and everybody question mark pings your teammate saying, why didn't you use that TP? So even if you get nothing out of it and you lose 3/4 of your turret, nobody can blame you for not teleporting.
For sure, for sure. All right.
So,
Nothing really to play for on the map for both teams. We're going to be seeing bot lane on the side of Ascension roaming up. No tower to take, though, so an interesting play to move the Caitlyn up to a lane without a tower to take.
yeah, you know, it's just going to be farming it up on both sides for a little bit here. The objective spawn and 2 minutes on either side, so we'll see what happens when it comes down to it.
Oh, find on to the Renekton. Just a little bit of annoyance coming out from that Morgana.
Yep.
Trying to get over the wall. Doesn't matter. Nothing you can really get there. Going to clear out the vision. Ooh, the Graves behind on the Aatrox in the bot side. Is that going to amount to much of anything? Looks like we got the vision on that for the Aatrox. Knows what's happening. Going to back off this tower. Nothing going to come of that.
Now, Aatrox is a very hard dude to dive. He just has so much healing. You don't have any healing restrictions between those two champions right there. So the guy's just never going to die, and they know that. They don't take the fight.
All right, Ascension trying to push the pressure into where they have the advantage in the top side. Caitlyn going in for the inner turret. But actually, it ends up being a good rotation. Taking that turret, and 2 turrets already dead in the top side. Oh, Aatrox going in on MF. Had the damage. The Gore Drinker, and that'll be enough to take him down. And Graves, I don't know if you want this fight, buddy. Aatrox already used all of his kit, just gonna back off, but a solo kill. Aatrox onto the MF, and if you're MF, there's not a lot you can do in that situation.
There's nothing you can do in that situation. If he just decides he wants to kill you, you can't outrun him, even with your passive. The ult movement speed that he gets is so incredible, you just can't do anything. And that's exactly what he did. He just said, listen, you're mine. They put you in a 1v1 matchup with me. You're going down. And as you saw, even with Hybrid Carry with 4 kills and an item completed, he really wasn't able to affect Aatrox that much damage-wise. So you got to wonder, this is the guy who's the most fed on their team. Is he going to be enough to damage to just bring him through and keep him through the mid-game?
I think so. I think so. Looks like everyone's going to be rotating. Ascension's going to have the slight advantage rotating over to this dragon. Already got their buys in. Will they have enough pressure to contest this 3rd Drake of the game? Looks like that's what they're going to be putting all their resources towards.
Yeah, I think unless you get picked off here, it's going to be a dragon contest between both teams. They both know. I don't think anyone's going to just give it up for free. No way. I mean, the vision control coming out on both sides, and we'll see what ends up happening if there's a big MF ult that ends up turning into ties.
Respecting the engage potential on the side of Valkyrie, not looking to get caught out, moving as a unit, trying to maybe get pressure in the mid lane in response, but it looks like in the lobbying for position, it looks like Valkyrie is going to come out on top. Finally going in onto the MF. The rest of the team going in for the engage. Charm going through. And oh my god, Caitlyn just gets absolutely annihilated. Caught out.
Wow.
Not far behind. Valkyrie getting the engages in. Oh, and the therapy on top of the Anivia. And Aatrox gonna go down too. That's 4 kills going over on the side of Valkyrie. For none on the side of Ascension. That is almost certainly going to be the dragon. My god, what went wrong in that fight?
A huge 4-0 take on the side of Valkyrie. I mean, a combination of things just went right for Valkyrie. They split up. They notice that. They pick it. You say False gets in there. He goes, dude, I got a whole lane. I'm taking it. Gets some key picks. The damage just comes out. Caitlyn died so fast. Nunu, even with the ult and with the shield that you get, he gets taken down pretty early. He had no way to get to the back line. You got a Graves out there who is just frontlining for you, and he is just dealing so much damage. You got to sit back and you got to say to yourself, what do we do at this point?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful layering. Everyone syncing up on the CC. That synergy with the Seraphine and the Anivia, getting those beautiful stuns off. And the damage coming through is unreal. That Graves is getting enormous. Got the Collector, got the Gale Force. That man is on a mission to get some kills.
Yeah, and
oh, stop you right there, Chase. Got a little bit of a play coming on here. Nunu getting the double snowball in. but the Seraphine is here to support, and that is going to be enough to deter them. The TP coming in, but maybe a little late. 5 men coming in for this top turret. Oh, the damage coming in from the Victor onto the Graves. Gave Graves something to think about, but they're going to take that tower
got the
all
ward,
the same.
It's worth taking some of that
Aatrox
poke.
dashing out, gonna be safe. Looks like Valkyrie just getting control of this game.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know why Renekton doesn't just stand in front of that Nunu ball. He kind of just left MF in the dust.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Nunu, you are not where you want to be,
Oh.
and neither are you, Victor.
That's
not
a
what
possible
we
Baron
wanna
here.
see. And that is most certainly going to be a Baron right there. Nunu, jungler off the map. Mid laner, one of the strong points for the team right now off the map. This Baron is almost certainly going to go the way of Valkyrie, and another huge advantage for them, and they are going to see what they can do with this Baron. Power play and see what advantages they can get.
Yeah, and I think they get a lot of advantages here. And a phrase you probably don't hear too much is, there's some nice walls coming out of Anivia right
They really
here.
are.
I mean, they haven't turned the tides of anything, but they have definitely helped push all of this stuff in here. I mean, we saw some great Nunu wall stops.
I know.
I still think that's excellent. And really just on-point fusions with these walls, either locking somebody into this Anivia ult and this chain CC with a Seraphine and the damage, or just being able to stop something. As we saw earlier, Victor really had nowhere to go over down there in near the blue buff, and just walled in, stuck, and just demolished.
For sure. All right, looks like we're going to see in the bottom pushing up here. Not a lot of grouping up going so far. Looks like we've been grouping for this mid lane outer, still standing. Only outer turret standing in the game. Gotta imagine we're going to see a bit of grouping up onto that. Going to be an easy take for the side of Valkyrie, and they can pretty much take whatever they want right now. 4K gold lead, just having the advantage in the most recent fights. Fight after fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how you want to play this. Do you want to just kind of look to end the game here? Do you want to kind of push out and get some more objective controls and run it down on them a little bit more? You have a Baron buff. You have Anivia that can just push waves so fast, and then you have the Baron minions that can go in there. On the side of Ascension, you got Victor, you got some okay wave clear in here, but just like what you're seeing right now, is there's nothing they can do to stop that. You just drop an Anivia ult and just let the minions do their work while everybody else pushes. If they keep that up, they can go at tower after tower after tower. I think going a 1-3-1 is actually worse in this case because Nunu is able to pick off somebody.
Yes. And the wave they're coming out of that Victor and the Caitlyn, gonna be enough to clear out this wave. So far, not too much coming for this Baron, just the outer. And they look to push the advantage onto this inner turret and take it. Looks like they'll have enough. Are they going to commit to it? Looks like they will. That's another inner turret going down. Renekton pressuring in the top side. And not a lot going on there. Looks like they're going to let that expire. We got the next Mountain Drake coming in. The next one is going to be Soul after that. So this is a very important Drake for Valkyrie to be taking.
Yeah, and they can take it. I really don't know what you do if you're Ascension here. It's not like you can give up a dragon and take something on the map. What are you going to take? I mean, there's still the first tower up in the mid lane for Valkyrie up here. Sure, you got 2 towers on the bot lane and the top lane, but you're not going to have enough time to push a lane to get up there to take maybe an inhib or something like that and let them have the dragon. This is just going to be a free dragon. There's going to be nothing they can do to react, and you just got to sit there and take it.
Now, you always got to consider the new difference. That man with the consume smite, can he get in there for it? I don't think so. But, oh, MF getting caught out with the Aatrox play. But, oh my god, looks like Nunu is going to be going down. It's going to be too little too late.
Oh.
Thinking they have the catch on the MF, but it just gets turned back around. Nunu going down, Morgana going down, and that's just going to be enough. The damage too much. The advantage is too much on the side of Valkyrie, and that is going to be soul points. Aiming up for Soul on the next one.
I mean, look at this guy go. He's on Graves. He's got 8 kills. He just doesn't care. He is frontlining to the match.
Going in onto this Victor. This Anivia wants blood and will get it. The execute coming in on the Graves ult, using that collector passive, and my god.
He's on fire. Hybrid carry when he steps up. This man is unstoppable. it's incredible. And like they always say, you know, he decided to play jungle.
Oh, but Nunu's not done yet. See you later, Seraphine. Nunu knows it's time to party, getting his butt in there. But it doesn't matter. The advantages are still too much on the side of Valkyrie. And Caitlyn coming in with the ult, not going to do enough. And Caitlyn dies to the Leandry. My God, what a sad day it is for that Caitlyn. Oh, that was a painful death coming out.
That was. It's one of those things where you just sit there and you look at your champion and you say, no, 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 and then you die. It is terrible. I think the only way it could have been worse is if you got the brand passive on you with the Leandries. I mean, that time when he has his 2 items between the demonic and the Leandries and his passive like that, you can just sit there. You can walk away with 700 HP. Next thing you know, you're dead. Yeah. You're dead. I don't get what you do. I mean, at that point, you just try to do as much damage as you can. And I like that Caitlyn ult to try to help out a little bit. Ascension doesn't engage any further than that, and Caitlyn just ends up dying.
Really, really great play coming out from the side of Valkyrie. They're at the point where they know they can do whatever they want, and it's probably going to turn out well for them.
Yeah, I think Graves knows he can do whatever he wants. This guy has shown no slowing down at any point. He instantaneously, he'll dash in. He doesn't care about reserving that thing. I mean, we saw some nice kiting from him down in the bot lane. So he's got the skills and the talent to do it, but Nunu's just going to get picked off. There's nowhere he can even go at this point.
Whoa, another death by the Nunu. And honestly, I love his valiant effort. Even if it's not showing on the scoreboard, that man is still looking to get back in this game, looking to push anything to get back into this game.
I know.
Not amounting to much, but that man doesn't have an off switch, and I love it.
No, he doesn't.
Aatrox getting caught out. I don't know. Is it going to be enough? Razor, the hybrid carry.
Might go down.
The Victor damage, enough to threaten him out of there. And that, MF coming over the top. Tommy 2-time.
No, you think.
Tommy 2-time getting 2-time.
Yeah,
man,
I know.
The map.
He went back in thinking he could get a pick off to help his team out. Didn't fully commit to it. Walks back out and just gets stuck between the MF ult and the Anivia wall. Stopwatches to give you some extra little bit time, and there's just nothing you can do. But like you were saying, I mean, the Nunu, right? He knows he's got some deaths in here, but he's just saying, listen, I'm just going to keep balling. I'm going to look for a pick. Let's do something because we need something to turn the tides here. And it just hasn't been working out.
No, it has not. With that Baron, you can't imagine the game's not going to last much longer than this Baron timer.
No, like they have no way to stop this. They really don't. They can just dive you. They can just push it into the end where you have to make a last stand at your Nexus towers. Even though they're not 2 inhibitors on them or 3 inhibitors, it doesn't matter. They can just take the one lane, whatever they decide to push, and just keep running it down on them.
Double collectors coming in on the side of Valkyrie, really getting that execute damage in. It is a tall task for Ascension to do anything this game. Looks like it's going to slowly push out these lanes, get control in this bot side, and set up for the Mountain Soul. And that Renington is going to look fierce.
3 shots. 3 shots the red buff. This guy is so powerful.
God.
He's got 4 items completed if you include the boots.
Yeah.
I mean, he is at the top of his game, 206 farm. He's got almost 100 CS above the Nunu here. What do you do if you're Ashen Ascension? Put yourself in their shoes. What do you try to play for?
You try to play for the next game if I'm Ashen Ascension.
No.
Oh, man, I don't know. You have to contest this soul because Mountain Soul on top of a team that's ahead. Good luck getting through any of those health bars. Already having enough hard of a time matching him for damage. You give up that soul, it is not going to look any better. But honestly, if I'm the side of Valkyrie, I'm not even looking to take the soul, and they might just be pushing the base here.
Yeah, I think they really could have. If they just pushed as 5 there, I think they could have just taken the base down. But they're going to play it safe, right? They're going to take that easy route. They're just going to make sure they cover all grounds and all bases before they move on to finish the game. And that's exactly what they're doing. 801 damage, an auto attack coming out from this Graves on the dragon right there. How do you stop that?
Well, all I know is Nunu took his snowball out for a stroll, got the dead man's, and he is just going to be running across the map. Keep on running, little buddy. I want to see more and more of that.
I know.
If anything, get the most distance traveled this game, little guy.
It's true. It's true.
All right, looks like they're going to be forming up on this bot lane, looking to take the inhibitor, and I can't imagine they're going to be doing too much to respond to that. Victor, though, valiant effort clearing these waves, but that damage
Here
coming
he comes. Oh.
not going to be enough. Easy sidestep, speed up by the Seraphine. Oh, my God. There goes the tower. Inhibitor not far behind. Not a lot of ability to pull the trigger on the side of Valkyrie, but it doesn't matter. The pressure is just too high. They have to respect it on the side of Ascension, and they're just going to back right off.
Yeah, I mean, just notice there's still a lot of damage coming out of that Victor, though. That was just a little laser ray to the ground, and it knocked the shields right off and still took some of their health bar away.
Got the Lunes and the Lich Bane.
Yeah.
A lot of single target damage coming in by that Victor.
Yep.
Looking to delete somebody, and that might be the only avenue he has left in this game.
Yeah, it might be that he's able to save them in there. He's doing pretty good, I think, in terms of just getting some damage out there. They haven't really been pushing to the back line too crazy. It was more of a Nunu engage, everybody follows through, and then everyone starts dying. At this point, Nunu knows he can't survive, right? He's going to go in there, he's going to go with the ball, he's going to try to hit somebody, maybe 2 people or 3 if he can, and he's going to just hope he can get his ultimate off for a little more extra shield of health. But there's just nothing he can do, and he knows that. He's going to have to rely on the Victor and the Aatrox to finish off the rest of the fight here.
Oh, man. You are just counting your minutes if you're on the side of Ascension. When are they going to pull the trigger? Looks like, though, Valkyrie, respecting the ability of Ascension, not looking to overforce their hand, just going to play this slow, drag this one out a little bit more, and play for this next Baron, and that will easily be the closeout.
Yeah, if you get Baron there, I think it's kind of done.
Especially with that bot lane inhibitor being down.
Yeah,
the best
especially.
Bot side inhibitor is the best inhibitor to have down with Baron up. Team has to respond to that. If Ascension goes towards the Baron, they're going to be losing base turrets.
Yeah.
All the way around, they just lose Baron.
No, and you don't even have to worry about bot at this point. They can't clear these waves. I mean, you'll notice Victor's over there. He can't fight. He's their main damage. You shouldn't really be sending him, but he's the only one that can clear it.
Little caught out, but just going to eat his way out of there. Got Raven and Seraphine on the side, looking to take this turret before they walk over to the Baron, doing whatever they want. TP coming in from the base to thwart any attempt of preventing it. And look at that Renekton.
And just look at that wave clear by Victor.
Barely enough to take off the shield on that Renekton is the Caitlyn damage. Victor trying to clear the waves, not going to be enough. And Renekton's taking no damage.
No, he's not.
Doing damage and taking none.
Yeah, I mean, just look at his items. Gargoyle, Stone Plate, Sterix Gauge. You ever get that guy to half HP, that shield that we're going to be seeing out of him is probably enough to tank damage from all of them one time around. And that is just something that further increases your chances to win. He can take so much damage. Graves can deal so much damage. And you don't have anybody besides Victor that can just take him down, burst him.
Looks like Ascension is going to be looking to make their move here, moving up in the mid, trying to push these waves out so they have some pressure for the Baron, but that bot side is building up, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Nunu looking for the Valiant play onto the Seraphine. That Zonas is going to buy enough time, and it looks like this will be the end. Renekton going into the back line. No one can touch him, but Fusion's almost going down and uphill. Oh my God.
Wow, okay.
They might have this fight, but it looks like there's just not enough. MF getting the damage in. Nivea had her egg, and a quadra kill coming in from Gillian, showing the dominance on that MF, and that will easily be the game. Nivea TP's into the bot to catch the wave. Easy game coming out from Valkyrie. A good fight from Ascension, almost turning that fight around, getting hybrid carry, getting him shut down, but it's too little too late.
No, and I think, to be honest, the MVP of that last fight right there, of course, MF got a quadra kill, but I really think Caitlyn did such a fantastic job. Caitlyn was able to kind of get in there, take down hybrid carry, and she's all alone. I mean, she's going toe-to-toe with MF, and it comes close to a flash away Gale Force to end up finishing her off. But if she doesn't get that, I think it's a different story. You still have Nunu and Caitlyn left, but
a heavenly performance coming out of Valkyrie there. Really taking both games, dealing with Gentleman's Club easily, getting a little more resistance from Ascension, but What a strong showing, and Hybrid Carry is living up to that name.
He really is. He really is. Off to that slow start in the first game where a couple of the early games didn't go as well, and he was just never able to find his footing to get back into here. But now that he's finding his footing, unstoppable. I mean, game after game, we just keep seeing this guy snowball every lane, or he ends up on a carry roll where he just takes over the whole match, and there's nothing they can do. But a great game by Fusions that we have here. We actually have a nice little interview for him.
All right, getting in. Fusions, we have you? All right, well, what a game coming out. What a couple games coming out from you guys. Excellent work. My God, the Anivia looking really strong in that game. What were your guys' thoughts going into pick ban that game, and what strengths were you looking to play with that comp?
Really what we wanted was we kind of assumed they would take the Victor since they didn't ban it, just because we've scrimmed this team a lot, so they kind of knew I was going to probably look at playing the Victor. And then once they picked the Nunu, we kind of decided to go with the Anivia just because the walling off is just really easy. You can just wall him every time he ganks you, and it just kind of
we were having fun
fun
with
to
that.
do.
Yeah, instant classic. I loved seeing that.
Oh my God, but you got to give Nunu credit, the little Nunu that could, running across the map, trying to get his plays in, but just hit a few too many walls.
Yeah,
and then once he fell behind, a couple of ganks didn't work out. Hybrid just gets going, gets more farm, gets the snowball, and he just...
That leads right into my next question. Hybrid Carry, how much is that man living up to his namesake?
Pretty much right there. He had his Jungle Kingdom that game. That's what we look for.
No question. Absolutely no question.
And you got to give yourself some credits. I mean, the roams you had into the bot lane turned out to be pretty big in an early game, and I think kind of snowballed your team a little bit in that sense.
Yeah, this game was really weird. Like every TP on cooldown was just all four players TP in bot lane every time. It was on cooldown, bot lane.
We were calling that out. They were all going bot lane, and they were all within 10 seconds of each other. No team wanted to be at the disadvantage. Oh my God, Captain, those fights were something.
Seriously, so what's going on through your head right there, right? You see one TP go out. Is there a call out or something where everybody just starts TPing as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just usually a support false will just start calling to TP down there whenever it starts going. Just because you can tell, like, once they see one, it's like, okay, we need TP, and then just snowballs into everyone down there.
I know, yeah.
Just a year later, response like, well, I guess I'm going too.
I love it. I love it.
You'd love to see that.
Yeah. Now that you guys got some wind under your belt, are you going to keep rolling with the same format? Or are you going to pick up and switch the champions to just kind of show what we got? Because we've been loving a Teemo pick, and we haven't seen it recently.
A Teemo pick. I might have to. I've been working on that one mid lane a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. The vision control. The vision control, though. That's what we got to set up with if we do it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Buying pink ward sucks. Just play Teemo. Simple as that. Sure, you don't have an ultimate anymore, but who cares?
Yeah. What does it matter?
I mean, if they come to the Baron Pit with a quarter HP, you did your job.
That's what I'm saying, but...
Well, you did your job the second you go invisible somewhere on the map and stay there as a permanent ward.
The way your team's playing, you could just be a permanent ward. We'll probably still come out with a victory.
Possibly. I'll just go camp out there, call out the jungler.
Beautiful. I like that. So it means we're going to see it.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You heard it here first, folks. Locked in for next week. Both games, Teemo. And if we don't see Teemo, we're getting word that Fusions is going to join us in the head shaving competition. So
really, absolutely.
Really looking forward to seeing that.
Wait, I did get that first game. What's going on with that again?
Pat was going to shave his head.
Whoa, wait a second. We're flipping the script here. All right, we got to wrap this up before I lose my hair. Thank you for joining us, Fusions. Thank you so much.
Guys.
And great games. Can't wait to see you guys next week.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Great games coming in today. We're going to be wrapping this thing up. But any final thoughts before we close this one out, Chase?
No, I mean, love the energy, love the positivity, love the humbleness from everybody that we interview. I mean, everybody has so much respect for each other in the league. And as always, it's great doing this. And it really is. We have so much fun back here. We get so much Mountain Dew. It doesn't get better than that.
We actually do. It's not a joke. We have gone through a case of Mountain Dew and are on to the next one.
Oh, yeah. It never stops. I mean, it just keeps going.
I feel disgusting and energized at the same time.
And that's how life should be.
Honestly.
Right? You add a little D'Angelo's into the mix, we got ourselves a party.
D'Angelo's. This man's talking about D'Angelo's now. Okay. Well, We just gonna go with a quick overview of games we got queued up for tomorrow. Game 1, we got Ashen Ascension facing off against Gentleman's Club, and then Gentleman's Club making their mark against Macro Gaming. Love to see Macro Gaming back on this rep after their showing in the first week.
Yep, some big games coming up ahead of us, but as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have a blast, and we love doing it.
We do love doing it, and hey, if you have anyone else that loves watching tournaments, please sure to expand us, plug us, send us anywhere. We want to grow. We want to grow with you guys. We want to become big and take you guys along for the ride. So
yeah,
please.
We do. We really do. I mean, we want to be right up there with GameStop. So that would be awesome.
We'll be the blockbuster to the GameStop, coming up behind and
right.
taking it by
That's it.
storm.
All we got to say is we feel like we're being shorted. Make a Reddit post. Bam. We're number 1. We're bigger than the LCS at that point.
All right, Chase and I have to wrap this one up to go invest in Enron, and we cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Patrick and Chase signing off. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys again tomorrow.